November 30th, 1870. The sea roars against the rocks, echoing its icy and thunderous sound like a caged storm. Today is the scheduled day for the arrival of supplies, a regular and almost ritualistic event which has become a beacon of normality in my isolated existence. I expect the small boat, a familiar silhouette, to appear on the horizon at any moment. I yearn for the food, the fuel, and the letters, the few proofs of a world beyond this lonely rock. Beside me, Santiago, my faithful parrot, fluffs his green and blue feathers, a small flame of life in this solitude. He squawks impatient and I chuckle softly. Oh, Santiago, companion of so many silent hours, how precious your presence is to me. But the day slips away and night covers the sky with a black cloak, with no boat in sight. I am not worried yet. The sea is capricious and the winds unpredictable. Surely the delay is circumstantial. December 5th, 1870. Days have passed with no sign of the boat. Anxiety begins to take root, its cold claws tightening around my chest. Santiago tries to console me with his sharp cries and playful antics. He perches on my shoulder, his head tilted as if understanding my anguish. Oh, Santiago, if only we could fly away from here together. I keep my eyes fixed on the line where the sky and sea merge, waiting for any sign. There is still no reason to despair. I imagine a distant storm, something that has forced the delay. The provisions are enough for 2 weeks. The wait won't be long. Santiago pecks at a piece of stale bread, the last of the fresh food, while I stroke his feathers, feeling a tightness in my heart. December 12th, 1870. Thick clouds cover the sky, a gray shroud that weighs on the soul. My provisions are dwindling, and the routine, once comforting, now becomes an obsession. I count the hours, the minutes, waiting to see the small boat appear. Santiago watches, his head tilted, as if understanding the gravity of the situation. The possibilities begin to torment me. Perhaps a war has broken out. The seas are blocked, and I am forgotten. Or perhaps a terrible plague has ravaged the world while I wither away in silence. The hunger begins to gnaw, a constant void that nothing can fill. Santiago seems quieter, perhaps sensing the same unease. Ah, my friend, how I wish I could ensure your safety. How I wish I could get us out of this situation. December 25th, 1870. Christmas comes and goes, a celebration without festivity. Food is scarce and the loneliness is heavier than ever. Santiago and I share what remains, a meager ration of biscuits and water. He watches me with his small, intelligent eyes, a comfort in the midst of despair. I begin to hunt the birds that venture here, fragile glimpses of life hovering over my despair. The meat is tough, a miserable sustenance, but necessity makes anything acceptable. I've managed to catch a few, enough to stave off the worst. The question persists, what happened to the boat? A storm? A bureaucratic error? Or worse, maybe a deliberate decision to let me rot here? Santiago looks at me, and I feel as if he is judging me. Oh, Santiago, you, the only one left to hear me, to share this endless pain. January 10th, 1871. The nights grow longer, the darkness a suffocating presence. Hunger erodes my reason. With each passing day, the line between reality and delusion becomes increasingly blurred. I start hearing sounds, voices perhaps, or the murmuring of the sea personified in words. Santiago speaks to me, repeating words I never taught him, whispers of conspiracies and secrets. He asks me, in an almost human voice, if we are being punished. Punished? For what? I ask the emptiness, the sea, the indifferent moon. One night, I imagine seeing a distant light, a sign of rescue. I run to the shore, shouting until my voice is lost in the wind. But there is nothing, just the empty ocean, and me, forgotten. Santiago laughs, a laugh mingled with the sound of the waves. Oh, how that laughter torments me. February 20th, 1871. Delusions have become constant companions. Solitude and hunger disintegrate my sanity. I imagine grand conspiracies, perhaps a political intrigue that used me as a disposable pawn, or a personal vendetta, some hidden enemy who orchestrated my final exile. Santiago is quieter, his feathers dull. Hunger is a constant pain, a black hole consuming everything. My hands tremble at the thought of the last resort. Alternatively, I create fantastic scenarios. What if I am in another dimension, an aquatic limbo where time doesn't exist? Or perhaps it's divine punishment, retribution for sins I do not understand. Santiago watches me, a silent judge. Oh, Santiago, how your eyes pierce me like a sharp blade. March 5th, 1871. The end is imminent. My body, once robust, is now a shadow of its former self. My mind, fragmented, clings to any remnant of lucidity. There are moments when I believe I hear the sound of a distant engine, the echo of salvation. But it's just the wind or the sea mocking my misery. There are no more birds to hunt, nor strength to try. Santiago, my dear companion, looks at me with penetrating eyes. The decision I can no longer avoid hangs in the air. My fingers tremble as I hold him, tears burning my face as I beg forgiveness. Forgive me, Santiago. Forgive me. It is either him or me. The last vestige of humanity flees from me as I do the unthinkable. Ah, what pain, what endless sorrow. March 18, 1871. I feel the chill of death approaching. The lighthouse, once a symbol of hope and guidance, has become my tomb. There is no longer hope of rescue. The world, with its conflicts and distractions, has forgotten me. Hunger, solitude, and cold all merge into a single constant pain. I wonder if anyone will remember to look for me, or if my bones will become part of this place, another rock in the ocean. Santiago, or what remains of him, weighs on my soul. His eyes, even in memory, haunt me. I hear his words, his cries growing louder and louder, echoing in my mind. Oh, Santiago, how I regret it. How your absence is a black hole in my soul. If anyone finds these words, know that I live and die alone, forgotten by the world. Here ends my account, my last breath of humanity in this vast and indifferent ocean. I don't know what happened out there, and perhaps I never will. I only know that the end has come, and with it, the last shadow of who I was has dissipated. Ah, what torment! What eternal darkness!